starts clearing as she steps off the train. Nobody noticed or even knew her name. She left home with her heart in her bag. She left behind everything she never had. Reckless man and cheap dirty lies. She had hell to pay written in her eyes. Sweet smiles of madness shimmer with delight. You wouldn't know, but she had mischief on her mind. Body of a Venus, Delilah to the soul. She'll never love you, but she's gonna take control. Just when you think you got it all figured out, she'll build your castle, then burn it to the ground. Across the bar, she catches you stare. Breezes right past you as if you weren't there. Deep red nails and a long black dress steal your emotions. And as the intro theme tune of Castles from my EP fades away to blue, we're in. Welcome, ladies and gents. It is that Stony Broke guy with me, Stony Broke. It's a Thursday. I have no idea which one it is, but we're here. We're here again. We're live. We're gonna have some fun. Hopefully, bring to the end. Yeah, another sunny day out in paradise. So yeah, please, as always, please get in touch in the comments if you're here. The old one, if you're not here, put your hands up, and yeah. Be good to see you anyway. So yeah, please get in touch in the comments. Shout out with what you're doing today. Shout out who you are, where you are, where you've come from, and all that kind of thing. Who you are and where you come from. All right, welcome whoever you are to another Shooting Stars. Here we go. This is called Love Song. Came in the news today saying how you've left and gone. If this world wasn't turning slow before, be surprised if it even spun. If you gave me one more chance to say all the things that you wanted to hear, let you kiss my neck by night, but in the morning will disappear. This wasn't meant to be a love song. This wasn't meant for you to see. There'll be no more happy endings when it comes down to you and me. This wasn't meant to be a love song. Love affair like all the same. Well, I know that I should love you, but love gives you someone to blame. This wasn't meant to be a love song. Fairy tale in the spider's web. You're trapped as you're pulling away. Your empty words falling on their ears as we talk about something to say. Time and time left out on your own, growing sick and tired of the lies. Staying up all night for a backseat love while your heart is starting fire. This wasn't meant to be a love song. This wasn't meant for you to see. There'll be no more happy endings when it comes down to you and me. This wasn't meant to to be a love song. This wasn't meant for you to see. There'll be no more happy endings when it comes down to you and me. This wasn't meant to be a love song. The love affair like others say. Well, I know that I should love you, but love gives you someone to blame. This wasn't meant to be a love song. This wasn't meant to be a love song. Welcome. Thank you very much, ladies and gents. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is that Stony Broke guy with me, Stony Broke. Move a little bit closer to my mic because I've been told off before for talking too quietly. How are you, ladies and gents, out there in internet land? Things have been going okay. We're plodding around week by week. Things keep happening. So yeah, yesterday we did One Song Wednesday, which was good. It was Got It, and it is available to watch on my YouTube channel. So after this, if you want to watch that, listen to a little bit of the backstory to the song and the blather around about it, it's all there. So you can find that. And this week I'm not doing a live gig, so we might play a few extra songs this week rather than kind of focusing on chat, which might appeal to some of you if you're looking for a little bit of music just to get you through the rest of your Thursday nights. So, but yeah, please do. The comments are there. The live chat is there. So if you wanna shout out, stick your name in the comments. I'll give you a shout out. We'll have a bit of a blather. It'll be quite good to hear from you. One thing we always like to do on the show is if you want to shout out what you're listening to. If there's any album that's caught your attention this week, please shout out in the comments. This week on my stereo is being quite varied again. So we're not going to do a 3-track mind, but for anyone that's not seen what we do on this, let me just show you exactly what we. I say this as if there's more than me, but yeah, see what I do each week. So here we go. Here's the schedule, everybody. So yeah, it's me. It's that Stony Broke guy with kind of gig news, general updates. We'll play some songs for you as well. So yeah, live sessions, the new and old material plus covers. This week there is, again, at the moment there is no cover of the week, but we may change that. So 3-track minds, what's on your stereo? So that is exactly what it sounds like. What is on your stereo this week? What album has caught your attention? Then obviously we can pick the best 3 tracks from that if you have so. What's on your flight case, instrument and gear chat? Again this week I'm not really sort of doing that, although we are doing a segment which isn't on the list, which is talking about band merch. We always like to do that, so we'll be talking about that. I'll also be talking about some past experience music wise, which just to give you a little bit of a backstory on where I've come from, to be honest. We'll play another little song anyway, so let's fire this on. Let's see. Seeing as we did it as the One Song Wednesday, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do Got It for you. For anyone that's followed me on Spotify, you might have heard it on there. It's also on other streaming platforms and things as well. But here we go. This is Got It. You got me feeling worn out, got me sentimental and tired. I'm feeling like I've known you for a lifetime, but it's just tonight. You're turning heads when you walk by, got me so I can't sit still. You got me running round in circles, but I can't find no end to this tale. You got me feeling heavy, you got me walking on air. You got me feeling heavy, yeah. You got me walking on air. You got me walking on air. tongue-tied and got me going out of my head. Been trying to talk to you for hours, but I still don't know your name. You got me feeling antisocial in a room full of faces and names. Well, I don't know if this is worth it, but I don't want this night to end. You got me feeling heavy. You got me walking on air. You got me feeling heavy. Yeah. You got me walking on air. You got me feeling heavy. Yeah. You got me walking on air. You got me feeling heavy. Yeah, 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 yeah. You got me feeling worn out, got me sentimental and tired. I'm feeling like I've known you for a lifetime, but it's just too. There we go. Slightly shorter version of Got It there for you. Seeing as we did it as one song Wednesday, and the video is on YouTube, I thought I would just miss out the solo, miss out a little bit, so you've got something you can go back and watch, and find out the story behind that one as well. So let me just turn this up a smidge. So do hope you're doing okay, folks. Thank you very much for being here. Like I said, the chat is there. Someone actually pointed this out to me. I meant to say this in my housekeeping. I appreciate that some people have this. It's not easy to have YouTube on whatever device and kind of things and chat at the same time. So if you want to leave a comment on Facebook, I do have my phone here. I'll try and keep an eye on it, see if there's any comments come through on Facebook. If you want to shout out for a song, or just, like I say, if you want to shout out just for a hello more than anything else, please do that. So it still seems a little quiet, but we shall plough on with the show anyway. So thank you very much, folks. So as today, as we mentioned at the start of the show, we're going to be doing a few songs for you. I've obviously done 2 so far. We're going to be talking about band merch, and we're going to be talking about some past music experiences as well, just to give you a little bit of feedback. A little bit of information about me, a little bit of backstory is what I meant to say. But right, we are. So we will start with the merch. So a little bit of housekeeping for you as well. I always like to do. If you want to go on my website, which you can find here, just about behind the mic stand. So storybrookemusic.co.uk is my website, and it has all the links. It has the shop links and things for you as well. Where I have CDs available. So we have Jock's Juke Joint Volume 4, which has Got It on there, plus 17 other tracks by other bands. That came via the Edinburgh Blues Club. I've also got copies of my CD, which cleverly look like little mini vinyl records. These are available for a couple of quid each as well. They don't come with any sleeves because we sold out of those ones. So they're all sold out, but those ones are available without the sleeve. You can also get copies of my MP3s and things on there as well. And for those of you that need some clean clothes after wearing pyjamas for the last 6 weeks or whatever it has been, we have t-shirts. So we've got the Stony Brook t-shirts. Most sizes are available. If it is an XX size, please get in touch first, because there is a slight difference on that one. But yeah, please let me know. and we can get some t-shirts sorted out for you. So yes, something that I started last week with a favourite piece of band merchandise, especially ones that I have bought when I've been at gigs. So last week, if anyone was here, if you've been back and watched it, you will have noticed I was resplendent in a Nazareth tour t-shirt. I forget the year it was now, but it was Nazareth across the top and a set of bagpipes in the middle, which I always thought was quite cool. And I was trying to have a think. Let's put you down there. I was trying to have a think of something cool that I could show you. And I remembered I had this. It's another t-shirt, but it has quite a cool story to kind of go behind it as well. So I shall show you it. It's from the world of heavy metal. When I went to see this very, very, very famous singer, the singer from Iron Maiden for 2 albums. It is, of course, Mr. Blaze Bayley. Now, this t-shirt is a bit faded and a bit worn out because it got worn quite a lot under denim shirts and jackets and things as well. But there you go. We've got Blaze's lovely face there with his long hair and things. And on the back, it is from the South American 2002 tour, As Metal As It Gets. So there we go. Blaze there. Yeah, Blaze Bayley, as metal as it gets, and he went to Brazil. A lot of places I can't even really pronounce without possibly insulting a lot of Brazilian people. But Rio de Janeiro, Sao Paulo, and he also went to Caracas in Venezuela. Now this t-shirt, the reason I'm showing you this t-shirt, it's not the most fantastic design. Sorry, Blaze, but this t-shirt, the reason I have this t-shirt is because we went to see him at a place called The Venue in Dumfries. So in Dumfries and Galloway, if anyone doesn't know where that is. So we went to see him there, and we had a roaring night. He did very well, and he had the full band behind him. And he got to the end of the night, and he was doing autographs, and his band came out and were chatting as well. So he was signing tour posters and tickets and things like that. And I got talking to his guitar player, and the first one we had a little bit of a chat. He had to go and pack stuff up as well, but we had a little bit of a chat, and it was just how did you get the gig? What sort of advice would you give anyone trying to find a career in music, especially as a guitar player, especially as a session musician and all that kind of thing. And he was quite pleasant and chatting. He just said it was a bit of luck, and it was someone that he knew Blaze, and that's how he got to know him, and he had been playing with him for a few years. And then I got speaking to the rhythm guitarist, who, to say his English didn't seem broad was probably fair. And when I asked him, did he have any tips for a budding guitarist? At the time, I wanted to play heavy metal. That was my thing. I wanted to play heavy metal, and I wanted to play fast. I asked him if he had any tips, and his reply was, practice. Just practice. Okay, that's great. Thank you. I shall do that. So how did you get the gig with Blaze? And he went, I practice. I just practice. Okay, that's brilliant. So what do you do when you're on the tour bus? Bearing in mind there's a big tour bus outside. And he said, I practice. I just practice. So he practiced a lot. So the moral of that story, ladies and gentlemen, is whenever you speak to a rhythm guitarist who doesn't know much English, he practices a lot. But he was a very nice guy. I can't criticise him too much. But anyway, it got further down, and we were about the last people that were left in the building, other than the band and a couple of the venue staff and things as well. And so we said, do you need a hand moving stuff? We'll be your roadies. And so, sure enough, they exploited these. There was 3 of us there that night. They exploited these 3 young lads who wanted to carry some stuff, and got us to carry amps and boxes of leads and all sorts down the stairs. And as a reward for all our hard work, they gave us these t-shirts, which I'm pretty sure were already about a year out of date. But they had these t-shirts in a box. They gave us these, and if memory serves, I also got a set of Ernie Ball strings, which were 11s, which were absolutely pointless to me because I used 9s, and I put them on. And as much as I tried to sound like Stevie Ray Vaughan, I did not sound like Stevie Ray Vaughan at the time, especially with 11 strings, and I was quite young at the time as well. So, but there you go. That's the tour merch for this week. That was my Blaze Bayley t-shirt. So if you have a favourite piece of tour merch, please get in touch. Let us know what it is. And and we'll read it out in the live chat, or if you want to send us a picture on Facebook, I can have a look at it and we can talk about it as well. So yeah, over the next few weeks there will be more tour merch that I've either picked up at gigs or bought along the way, or been given for being a roadie for a band. But yeah, there you go. Get in touch with that, and one of these days I'll make a panel up for that, and possibly some sort of entry theme song as well. So yeah, we'll maybe do that. But let's give you another song anyway. So let's just tune this down for you. But I hope you're doing well, ladies and gents. All right. All right, this is a little song that I wrote fairly recently, actually. It was after I went to see a very, very talented man called Willie Watson, who at one point played with the Old Crow Medicine Show, of Wagon Wheel fame, if anyone knows that song. Been played to death in pubs by cover artists, myself included. I went to see him in Glasgow, and he did a set for the Celtic Connections, and he absolutely had everybody in the palm of his hand. And I decided I was going to write something that was a little bit more folky, country, bluesy-esque, kind of in that style, and I came up with this. So this is for anyone that's in a long-term relationship, a long-suffering relationship, or hopefully not just a suffering relationship. It's about compromise, and it's called Throw That Log. Hope you like it. Throw that log on that fire, on out, throw it on. Throw that log on that fire and throw it high. Throw that log on that fire, on out, throw it on. Make your love like those flames never die. Place your hand in mine, oh now leave me down. Place your hand in mine and leave me right. Place your hand in mine, oh now leave me down. And together we can make it side by side. When this night is so long and we've had it all. When this night is so long and filled with doubt. When this night is so long and we've had it all. Well, together we'll have made it through somehow. Throw that log on that fire, oh now throw it on. Throw that log on that fire and throw it high. Throw that log on that fire, oh now throw it on. May you love that those flames never die. May you love like those flames never die. May you love like those flames never die. Me who love like those flames Thank you very much. Cheers, hope you enjoyed that one. That was called Throw That Log. Alright, let's tune this back up for you. Alright, and as promised as well, I was going to do a little bit backstory just on some past music adventures that I got up to, so I'm going to do that just for the next couple of minutes. I'm going to give you a little bit of a story. We will come back to this as we go over the next few weeks. It looks like we're not going to get back out playing immediately yet, so we'll keep on at this. So I won't give you the full story. We'll not go all the way back to when Christ was in Dungarees, but we will give you one story. So my very first proper band, when I was about 16, 17, we started playing in high school. It came about because I was doing a music project, and my very, very first band, or first proper band as I say, was called Pack of Lies, and this was one of our logos. This was going to be an album logo for us. It was very expertly done by a lovely bloke called Matthew Kelly, Matt Kelly, who he plays drums as well now. He actually plays in a Foo Fighters tribute band up the road, Dundee way. I think he still lives, but yeah. So that was us. We were called Pack of Lies, and we were the typical three-piece blues rock power trio, all that kind of thing. And we used to play, essentially it was a covers band to start with, but we played like Hendrix, and we played Cream, and played Free, and all that kind of thing. And we tried to do sort of some covers that were different to other bands, especially ones that were around the place. So a lot of the more established ones didn't touch a lot of things like Rory Gallagher and certain Jimi Hendrix songs at the time. So we thought we would do it and chuck in a ton of guitar solos at the same time. Which leads me on to saying that we also did Freebird by Lynyrd Skynyrd, which I appreciate to a lot of people again has been overcovered and overdone, but we did it, and to do it as a three-piece used to get some attention because it was, how are they going to do this? They can't possibly do this. There's about 18 in Lynyrd Skynyrd, and sure enough we did it, and we once did a 16-minute version of Freebird, which was a lot more enjoyable than it sounds, a 16-minute version of Freebird, but it also got a mention on Radio 2, which was quite cool. Somebody felt the need to tell Radio 2 that we did it, and yeah, we got a little shout out for that one, and forever will be immortalised in the books of Radio 2 as a Pack of Lies got mentioned for doing a 16-minute version of Freebird. So there you go. But a couple of little pictures for you as well, just to show us. So there we go. This was way back near the start. Look how long but there's me with long hair on the guitar. So The remainder of the band was made up with Stephen Holland on bass guitar and Chris Lynn just poking above the cymbals there on drums. And we were together for a few years anyway. But let's just see what else we've got. This is us, a little bit older and a little bit more mature. But this was last year. Yeah, it was last year. It was last August. We got together for a reunion gig, and obviously looking a little bit better than we did with the long hair and things on stage, but there we go. That was the three of us there. So like I said, Stephen Holland on the left hand side, Chris Lynn on the right hand side there, and me in the middle, behind the drum fill, which is probably the best way to look at me, to be honest. But that was us. Yeah, that was Pack of Lies. So once again, our Nothing But The Truth logo there, which a lot of you will obviously think by the title. The song Nothing But The Truth that I play in my set list was originally written way back then, but it was a heavier kind of rocking song. It wasn't in the style that we did, and in 2016 or 2015 when I started playing solo again, I thought I would rehash the song. I thought I would bring it back rather than writing something brand new. I would make it work. So yeah, it then took on the form that it did in my live set. So yeah, that was that one for you. But that was it. So technically we are still a band. We have got back together a couple of times, but we've all kind of moved on to other things. So rather than, we did have a final gig, and then we got back together because someone else wanted us to play pretty much like 3 days later. And then we played again a couple of years later, and then a couple of years later, and a couple of years later. But yeah, in 2015, when I played my first proper solo gig, it was on the same bill as Pack of Lies. We did a band reform to play at a charity night, and I played a solo acoustic gig at the start of that. And as they say, the rest is history. So there we go. But yeah, so a little bit of backstory there. I will give you more details as the weeks go on. But yeah, that was Pack of Lies. You can find us on Facebook. There is still a Facebook page, which is Pack of Lies Music. So if you want to go on there and have a wee look, and the MP3s will be available on Bandcamp very soon. I'm in the process of getting that all sorted out as well. So there you go, if you want to hear more. But talking of 2015, a little song that I've kind of dusted off again. This was the first song I wrote properly in 2015 when I was getting back into things. It's called Hard Luck Lovin'. Hope you like it. A heart flower forming with mistakes written in her eyes. Always 2 seconds from walking out. Oh, beauty in a devil's disguise. She had your heart trapped in a moment. She was a teardrop in the rain. Nothing you can say to change her mind. Soon all your love is in vain. Hard luck loving. You know that it's hard luck loving. You know that it's hard luck loving. Memories are kept in her pockets. Made up, she looks like a saint. Nothing worth having, it don't really matter, 'cause she'll never wanna see it again. Nothing you can say to change her mind when she's running around like a fool. Once bitten, twice shy, she'll say goodbye, then leave it up to you. Hard luck loving. You know that it's hard luck loving. You know that it's hard luck loving. A cold hard habit with forming, with mistakes written in her eyes. Always 2 seconds from walking out. Oh, beauty in a devil's disguise. This is hard luck loving. Hard luck loving. She's only the hard work loving. You know that it's hard luck loving. There you go. Hard Luck Lovin', ladies and gents. Originally written in 2015. And like I say, I've just kind of dusted it off. It's one of these things of having a little bit more time that I've kind of gone back and revisited some of the songs I used to play. Some of the songs were half written and not quite finished off. But yeah, that one was the first one that I properly sat down and wrote. Once I decided I was going to start playing a little bit more after the Reformation gig with Pack of Lies. And it was originally because there was a girl that I knew. There's always girls, isn't there? It was a girl that I knew who was a little bit indecisive as to what exactly she wanted and in life, I suppose, more than anything else. But yeah, I had this little flicker of an idea, and I thought, yeah, let's gonna be Hard Luck Lovin' that one. So there we go. That was Hard Luck Lovin'. Hope you enjoyed it. But all right, we'll do this one. I did this one last week. I opened the show with it last week, and unfortunately I wasn't feeling the best last week, and I forgot to make sure the guitar was 100% right, so I didn't quite do it justice. I'm going to do it again this week. But this is called Who Told You He Loved You. Well, she talked about love, and she talked about sin, and she talked about all that mess that she's been in. Well, she talked about me and the way it should be, and we talked about us and a love in the dust. She only got one thing figured out, and it ain't gonna work around here no more. Well, we talked about gold, but that only gets old. Well, we always knew things weren't gonna be this good. Well, we talked about love, and we talked about trust, how she ain't got none of that in this heart of us. Well, she took one look in my eyes and said, this ain't gonna work around here no more. Well, she only got one thing figured out, and it ain't gonna work around here no more. Well, she talked about love, and she talked about sin, and she talked about the jar his hand's been slipping in. Well, she talked about me, it's all lies you see. Who told you he loved you, and you believe? Well, you took one look in my eyes and said, this ain't gonna work around here no more. Well, we only know love is blind to her, and it ain't gonna work around here no more. Well, she took one look in my eyes and said, it ain't gonna work around here no more. you no more. There we go. Thank you very much. That's called Who Told You He Loved You? And it was written from the perspective of people on one side of a relationship, and the other one thinks the grass is greener, so runs away with someone else. And it turns out it isn't always greener. But let them go anyway. Let them run. Let them be free. But yeah. Thank you very much for listening to that one. So thank you very much for being with me, folks. I think I'm going to do another couple of songs and then we'll wrap it up. Most of the things I was decided to speak about tonight we have covered. So just to go, in fact, one very last thing to talk about with Pack of Lies. When I mentioned Nothing But the Truth, that song originally came about because I was sat on a train at Waverley Station in Edinburgh, and we moved about 100 feet, enough to get away from the platform, but not enough to actually go anywhere. And it was stopped for a good while. We were sitting there, it was quite frustrating. It was quite boring, as you can imagine. A not expected delay. And I had this idea, and I just went, I'll start writing. And the basis of the riff came together, plus the first couple of first few lines, a verse, a little bit of a chorus, all came together. So there we go. That was written on a train with no instruments at Waverley Station in Edinburgh, and the train was delayed. And as fate has had it, I think just about every train I've got from Waverley Station since has been delayed as well. The gods of music trying to tell me to write something every time I'm in Edinburgh. But yeah, that was that one for you. So, but yeah, that was not that one. Just did was Who Told You He Loved You, and I enjoy playing that one. And I played it as I won't name drop because Prince Charles told me never to name drop. But I played that as the opening song as part of a cover gig for a very popular band, and the singer, it turns out, for said band is a massive fan of finger picking guitar and ragtime and that kind of blues and things as well. And pulled me to the side after the gig to tell me, do more, play more ragtime. So since then, I've been trying to do more finger picking songs and songs of a similar style, so that if I ever get the support slot again, I'll be ready. So, but hasn't come yet. But I always ask, I always offer. It's always nice to be nice with other musicians. So yeah, whatever will we do next? So we look. So try and do something. In fact, no, we'll leave that one. It's a bit too similar. So as soon as I've mentioned it a few times, let's do Nothing But the Truth. How about that one? My baby's got a new idea. She doesn't understand what's going on around here. Always told me you're the one for me, but I'm not blind now. Tell me, what do you see? You always told me things are working out alright. Shouting at me for staying out all night. Always thought of the mistake we made, and I'm just glad that it wasn't me that paid. Can't tell you the things you'll never know. My days you see they're all for sure. Nothing ever made much sense at all. Just tell me the truth, or nothing at all. My baby doesn't hang around in the earth. She might return, and that I fear. Oh, it's all a mistake we made, and I'm just glad that it wasn't me that paid. Can't tell you things you'll never know. My days you see that oh show. Nothing ever made much sense at all. Just tell me the truth. Nothing at all. Can't tell you things you'll never know. My days you see that for sure. Nothing ever made much sense at all. Just tell me the truth. Can't tell you things you'll never know. My days you see that for sure. Nothing ever made much sense at all. Just tell me the truth. Oh, tell me the truth now. Just tell me the truth now, baby, yeah. Just tell me the truth. Oh, tell me the truth now. Nothing else. Nothing else. Nothing else. Thank you very much. Cheers. So, yeah, if you've followed me for a little while, or you've heard my EP from 2016, you'll know that is Nothing But the Truth, the acoustic version, which is very much changed since the original version I wrote with Pack of Lies. But like I say, the Pack of Lies version will soon become more available for download if you're interested in going back and listening to it and filling in your collection. So. Yeah, thank you very much for being with me. I think I'm going to play one more song, folks, and then we'll wrap things up for the night. But yeah, thank you very, very, very much for being here. Thank you very much for following the stream. It is very much appreciated. If you haven't already, if you're new to this, if you've been watching this and you want to know a little bit more information, please go to Facebook at Stony Broke Music. Give it a little like or give it a follow. It'd be great to have you along. And like I say, please get involved if you have any pieces of band merch that you love, that you bought at a gig. And I've also got the stonybrokemusic.co.uk, which has all of my merch and videos and streams and things like that you can go on and you can watch again. You can watch videos. You find the links for things as well. So please check that out. But I think we'll do one more song. I was going to do a little cover, but YouTube doesn't like it. It means I have to go back and edit it. But we're going to do another original. And this one was written quite a long time ago as well. But I promise I am writing new material. It sounds like all my songs were written in the Jurassic Age, just about. But this is a little song again that has changed a little bit since the original version of it. But this is called Chain Around My Soul. Thank you very much, folks. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and thank you for being here. Cheers. An old man said to me, son, the future's bright, but that don't mean you're the chosen one. He never told me just what he really meant, but I should listen to his words. Be I knew it all. Now I'm stuck and I can't go on. 'Cause you said this time everything's alright. You got a chain around my soul. So tell me just why future is so bright now, yeah. 'Cause you got a chain around my soul. You got a chain around my soul. They call these wimples up. I can't find no shelter, no. And there's no rest with the rising sun. But still I see your face, washed by the dirt and rain. I can't walk with my head so low. Like the old man said to me, son, the future's bright, but I'll never be the chosen one. 'Cause you said this time everything's alright. You got a chain around my soul. So tell me just why future is so bright now, yeah. 'Cause you got a chain around my soul. You got a chain around my soul now, yeah, 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 yeah. You got a chain around my soul. 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 You got a chain, yeah. You got a chain around my soul. You got a chain around my soul. Time everything's alright. You got a chain around my soul. So tell me just why future is so bright now, yeah. 'Cause you got a chain around my soul. You got a chain around my soul. You got a chain around my soul now, yeah, 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 yeah. You got a chain around my soul. 'Cause you got a chain got a chain around my soul. Thanks very much, folks. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday evening. Look after yourselves. My name is Stony Broke. This has been That Stony Broke Guy. Thank you very much for sticking with it. Hope you enjoyed the tunes. See you next week for another edition, and also on Wednesday for another One Song Wednesday on Facebook and on Instagram. Please remember to like, share and subscribe. Please remember to click like on Facebook and visit me on my website. I'll see you again soon. Cheers. Thank you.